everyone. It is that time of the month when we have full moon in a couple of days, and I do a tarot healing for the month that has gone. So I'm just going to get a cloth, and I'm feeling like we want a nice kind of regal colour today, because the deck that I am choosing is called the Grail Tarot by John Matthews, and it is a Knights Templar tarot. It is very Christian orientated, as the Templars were, and the suits are kind of like relics. So we have the Grail stone, we have the sword of John the Baptist, which are the swords. We have the Holy Grail, which were the cups, and we have the Lance of Longinus. Now that was the centurion, I believe, who pierced the side of Christ. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful old Renaissance type artwork, and actually if you line up all the major arcanas together, they form a scroll of artwork, complete picture joined up. Okay, so let us start to ground ourselves, and just want to bring this piece of fossilized wood right down your body towards your feet. Just going to do that a couple more times. Just feel the heaviness. If you wish to grow roots out of your body, if you can't do that, imagine standing on a big, heavy piece of fossilized tree or a boulder of some such. Okay. Now, to protect, I'd like you just to imagine an orb of energy emerging from the heavens and shrouding you in a layer of beautiful yellow and golden energy. Push that out of you, because we want to push away any of the emotions or the negative energy that is perhaps stuck on you over the last month. And take a breath in and out. I'm just going to pour myself a little drink into the crystal goblet here, just in case my throat goes. And I'm going to use an essence from the Chalice Wells Garden for the summer solstice that I have been using for nearly 6 weeks now. We soon exit solstice energies. And I'm going to use mimosa oil on my hands today from Starchild in Glastonbury, because of course the Knights Templars were most well known for fighting in the Crusades in the Holy Land, and of course there would have been many mimosa trees with their beautiful orange and yellow, well, acacias out there. They would have had orange flowers. Colder climates, we have the mimosa, which is a relative, and it's a beautiful sweet smell. Okay, so let's think about what's been going on in this last month. Have you had a good one? Have you had a bad one? Has it been mediocre? If you hear me knock the kosher chimes, they're hanging right here by my arms, so you might hear the twinkle of the angels. I'm not going to read anything reversed in this one, so because I'm not very confident in that. Okay, so let's call in our guides and our helpers and our angels, even loved ones. Okay. And I want you all just to blow on the deck of cards now. What does everyone need healing with? We'll pick out 3, and then if we need a 3D image, we can pull out more. Pop those over here. The Master of Swords, the 3 of Lances, and the Lady of Lances. Okay, quite the set of cards, aren't they? I'll hold them each up so that you can see them closely. Now, the Master of Swords would be one of the Templars. And we can see here we have the Shroud of Christ, can't we? And the Sword of John the Baptist. In a kind of sacred protective setting, we also have a shield on the wall with the 3 fishes, perhaps symbolizing the Holy Trinity. So the Master is pretty impartial. He seems like he is there for guidance. Maybe going back to original thought patterns and truthfulness. Have you got to go backwards in your thinking, backwards in your practicing, recalibrate, rethinking some revelations that may have happened over the last month? There is nothing wrong with backtracking if that is what you need to do. And indeed, over this last month, there are a lot of rising prices, a lot of uncertainty in the world. But I would say to you, keep your faith. Try and keep positive. Okay, things are difficult. Things are going to get a little bit more difficult, I'm sorry to say. But keeping the truthfulness of your mission open, not letting these obstacles that are waylaying you, that are putting your plans on hold, making you backtrack, put you off your mission. Try to remain impartial if there is a subject, perhaps a house sale or something legal, or a big step in changing in career. Maybe asking someone who is not emotionally attached to the situation, perhaps some friends who are a little bit removed, rather than family whose might if your decision might impact on them, I wouldn't ask them, because they will not be impartial. They might not be able to help themselves, but they won't be able to remain impartial. So maybe take some time out and think about things and weighing up the pros and cons. I'm a big list person, so there we go. Now we have the 3 of Lances, which is the Lance of Longinus. Okay, now going on a voyage. So this would be the rods or the wands. Okay, so a new direction is needed, determination and intuition and responsibility to guide that ship through to the calmer waters, following the currents. There is a tiller on here, so you can steer the way, but with these boats, sometimes you just have to follow the currents, don't you? So after thinking about things, maybe the pathway that was open to you is now not open to you. So maybe you have to think things through a little bit more. You may have to be determined if it is rocky waters, but trusting your intuition, trusting your guides, trusting your angels, and even your ancestors. They are willing for you to succeed. You have made it. I've said this numerous times. And you will reach calmer waters. It may be a little bit choppy, but there may be difficulties along the way, but eventually you should reach these easier waters to navigate. A storm cannot last forever, can it? Okay. And this moves us on to the last. Lady of Lances, Lady of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, and we don't need any guidance in who this is. This is a card of sympathy and support, refusing to condemn, restoration and companionship. Okay, who have you sought companionship over the last month? A lot of things happened in the world this month, a lot of things we did not hope to happen, and maybe we are all having to lick our wounds. I am aware, I'm really, my mind is drawn to the US of A at the moment and what happened with the Roe versus Wade. Very disappointing decision for many people, but a jubilant decision for others. Now, refusing to condemn, Mary would never have condemned. Jesus didn't even condemn, maybe the moneylenders. You know, that is their belief pattern. And everyone has that energy. The plant here, I'm drawn to the elder, the witch's tree, the wounded tree. Talking about licking your wounds and asking for guidance. You know, maybe it is that we just did become too dependent on procedures rather than prevention. So maybe we just have to change our lives to make sure we're safe and to make sure mistakes don't happen. I'm going to stop talking about that because that is just one country in the world. On a more general level, I would say to you, pause. Pause to think, pause to get another direction for the coming month, but also pause to heal, whether it be you, whether it be others. Don't let decisions made by others create hate in you, because the hate only hurts you. And it is a complete waste of your energy and your thought patterns. Remember, we get back what we give out. So if you are someone who is moaning and whinging and griping all the time, you're going to find life hard. Okay? So try to think, okay, things haven't gone to plan. Tomorrow is another day. That is my mantra Tomorrow is another day. I will try again tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just going to send some healing up to you all now. I'm going to just send soothing Reiki energy in, really feeling it at the heart center. And I'm going to pick out some malachite and some rose quartz and really soothing those disappointing decisions, soothing you that you have to put plans on hold, and soothing that perhaps you need a new direction in your life. I'm going to hold that here. There is Reiki coming out of the palm right there as well, but I want to draw the Seiheki symbol down you. Push that in, and then we start pulling it away. Asking the guides and angels to come in close to you, to support you. Don't forget your monad, your soul family, always around to help. Asking to elevate the whole rather than yourself, so the collective, okay? And not letting the bleeps get you down, okay? That is the most important thing. Trying to be that glass half full person. Now, I just want to spiral some energy in. I'm going to also draw the distant healing symbol to go down the timeline for the last month. Soothing and bringing the peaceful energy in with the rose quartz and the deep healing of the malachite. And incidentally, if you do want to make a water elixir, a gem elixir, you have to use the indirect message with malachite. Sorry, indirect way to do it with malachite. You cannot let the malachite touch the water because it is toxic. Okay. Breathe in. Okay. Now, there we go. Drawn to two other stones here. I am drawn to the howlite. And the howlite helps dissolve any indecisiveness, shall we say. It helps clear mental confusion. It doesn't matter that you've got to stop still for a minute. We don't always have to be moving forward. Sometimes we need to be like Cancer, the crab, moving sideways, side to side, weighing up all those decisions, thinking and pondering things like this gentleman, this master of swords. Okay, I'm just going to hold this behind you. As I'm working at the mind, but I'm also working at the third eye, just clearing any of the mental anguish and confusion. And I'm going to draw the master symbol down you here so that you can gain mastery over those issues in your life and over those thought processes that you need to do. Okay. Breathe in positivity. Okay. Breathe out positivity. Okay. And then we're just going to use this beautiful piece of agate, and I'm just going to rub this through your aura to allay any panic arising within you. Okay. Just moving it gently through the aura. Taking time to pause. Taking time to recalibrate. Taking time to rethink your mission. And don't think you always have to have a mission, even though I just said it. The mission is to live life well. To live life to the full, whatever it throws at you. To learn from the hardships. Many say that we have chosen this path. I struggle with that. I kind of go with it because it's what all of the psychics and the light workers say. Just working it through you. I'm going to hold this behind you as well. So perhaps taking the time of this summer, if you're in the northern hemisphere, or the winter in the southern hemisphere, over this next month to pause and think things through. Very emotive month for a lot of us. So I'm now going to choose the tiger's iron. To ground this healing into you, to ground these thought processes into you. To bring the abundance into you. And I'm not meaning money, blah, 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 blah. The abundance of working well within your mind, your body, your spirit and your heart. And that might be to stop, pause, change direction, lick your wounds. Okay? Our new lifestyle, you know, from the 70s upwards, it's all about what can I get? What can I do? I must do something. I must go somewhere. I must be busy. Stop and smell the roses. If you can, buy yourself some flowers or pick yourself some flowers. Bring them into your workspace. Put them in a glass and enjoy the small little things, those insignificant weeds that flower. They're all helping you. I think I said this to someone yesterday. They're all giving you oxygen. They're all helping and intertwined in some way. And they're very beautiful, if not small. So I'm just spiraling this abalone light of forgiveness. This shell offers us forgiveness. I'm going to draw the chakra ray in with this abalone ring in my hand. Okay. And now we offer you that grail, that chalice with the summer solstice water in from the Chalice Wells garden. Beautiful zenith, and it is just summer flowers. Doesn't say what it is. But drink of the cuppeth that flow over, and always keep your glass half full, not half empty. So just let's ground now. Take a breath in as we bring the fossilized tree down your body towards your feet. Down, down, and down. So I'm going to leave that little tarot healing with you. Thank you for watching, and love and light and healing to you all.